Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Duelist Destiny. I'm Dave, and today I'm going to show you why I hate purchasing and opening singles so much compared to opening sealed product. This is going to be the second half of my mail day opening to build my Dark Magician deck profile. So let's get into it and take a look. Okay, so we're going to do this different today. I've got a couple envelopes with a black mark. These ones basically mean that the singles came damaged. They are not near mint cards as advertised, and it's a lot more prevalent on lower priced cards, but we're going to get into this and take a look at all these awesome cards that I got for you guys today. So this first one is a play set, if I can get it out, of Spellbook of Knowledge. This one actually did not ship. They shipped it in a top loader, but they did not actually ship it in a sleeve, so that was not great. So 3 copies of Spellbook of Knowledge. Card quality of these looks pretty good overall on the fronts, but I think these ones on the back, they had lots of damage from probably being in and out of top loaders without sleeves. There's a lot of scratches on them. Kind of hard to see through the top loaders themselves, but Spellbook of Knowledge is going to be our draw card to get through our deck in our Dark Magician deck. So that was pretty cool for those. So these ones weren't super expensive, but again, for near mint cards coming with a bunch of scratches on the back, that wasn't really awesome at the end of the day. This next one, another black marked envelope. Let's get rid of that one. This one is super cheap. This is like a couple dollar card. We've got Link Spider. So this is in my extra deck. This is just kind of a, if the situation calls for it, then it's just a special summon from your hand, basically through the card effect. So that one's got a little bit of an indentation on the back there, and it was a pretty dirty card overall, but not too incredibly damaged. This one was okay, but had some damage on it. Mainly, a lot of the cards, or several of them actually, had some specific damage we're going to talk about and show here in a second. This next one is also a one that had some damage, and it's shipping. So this is another extra deck card. So we've got Hierophant of Prophecy. So this was a cool card. And I think this one, if I remember right, the front of the card was in great condition, but if I remember right, on the back, in the upper left-hand corner, there's a ballpoint pen indentation. And that is something I've seen on a lot of singles cards that I've purchased. Very frustrating. I think what happens is they mark them, but it makes me really frustrated because that's supposed to be a near mint card. So this one's another black marked card. So this one is a pair of Spellbook of Secrets, I believe. So Spellbook of Secrets is going to be another draw support card for our Dark Magician deck. Basically, we can activate this to get a copy of Spellbook of Knowledge from our deck to our hand, and then we can activate Spellbook of Knowledge. These ones also, I believe, had, ballpoint pen marks on them. So at the top there, you can see ballpoint pen mark. I think it was done on this other one as well. I don't remember where. Might have just been the one. But anyway, so Spellbook of Secrets. I got 2 copies of those. Play set of Spellbook of Knowledge, so those kind of go. So we got 3 of Spellbook of Knowledge, 2 of Spellbook of Secrets, Link Spider. Hierophant of Prophecy. I'll read that to you guys real quick, just so you guys can understand why. So basically, once per turn, you can detach 1 Xyz material from this card, destroy your spell or trap cards your opponent controls up to the number of spellbook cards in your graveyard. And it requires 2 level 7 spellcaster monsters, basically 2 Dark Magicians or 2 Palladium Oracle Mahads. That's why we're running that in the deck. Now, these ones that I'm going to show you next came in good condition. And I'm not naming the vendors off in this video. I'm going to reach out to them and see if we can resolve the concerns. But this one, we've got a Soul Servant, was a good card. This one came pretty good condition. I didn't see any damage on the front or anything like that. This again is a draw support card. You can basically activate this. You can top deck a card, any Dark Magician card to the top of your deck. Then you can banish this from your graveyard and draw cards up to the number of Palladium Oracle Mahads, Dark Magicians, and Dark Magician Girls on your field and or graveyards. So this is actually basically your Pot of Greed. You can see a bunch of slime on the back there. That's not awesome. But this is basically your Pot of Greed for a Dark Magician deck. But it's even better because you can draw up to 3 cards if you play everything right. So this next one is just simply, because I only had 2, this is a 3rd copy of Palladium Oracle Mahad. So nothing special about him. First edition secret rare from the secret rare edition movie packs. So basically, if you want to draw him, because then you draw him, you reveal him from your hand, and you special summon him from your through his effect by drawing him to the field. And then if he's destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon Dark Magician from your hand deck or graveyard. So he's a great Dark Magician support card. The other thing cool about him is his attack doubles when he battles a dark monster. So you can combine him with Predaplant Verte to turn one of your opponent's monsters dark and then attack it with Palladium Oracle Mahad, doubling his attack damage. This next one is, I believe, 2 copies, because I had one in my previous video of Spellbook Magician of Prophecy. Again, she's a draw support card. You normal summon her to the field, and you can then activate her effect to add 1 Spellbook of Knowledge from your deck to your hand, or Spellbook of Secrets. And if you already have her in your hand, you can use her as the discard cost for Spellbook of Knowledge. So Spellbook of Knowledge, Spellbook of Secrets, and Spellbook Magician of Prophecy all are basically part of the what I call the Spellbook core. And both of these cards came in great condition. There were really no scratches or damage on the fronts or backs of these 2. They were pretty much what I would consider near mint condition. So I will at some point share a list of vendors that I would recommend purchasing from. I'm going to try and, like I said, resolve with the other ones. One vendor I can say that I've had a lot of good luck with is Yugioh Black Market. It seems like no matter what we buy from them, we've bought boosters and packs. Everything seems to come pretty good quality. So these next 2 are, we've got another copy of Soul Servant. So we've already talked about that one. Came in great condition overall on this one. This one was pretty much near mint. Not even any real manufacturing defects, just a bunch of print lines on that one. And then this next one, try and be careful here, is I already had 2, but a 3rd copy of Ash Blossom. So she's arguably the most versatile hand trap because you can discard her from your hand to negate the effect of a card that basically allows your opponent to add a card from their deck to their hand, special summon from the deck, or send a card from the deck to the graveyard. So it's just a very versatile hand trap. We're playing a play set of Ash Blossoms. So that one's in very good condition. And then we've got 2 more guys these are high dollar cards. These ones were expensive. So we'll save that one for last just because it's a really epic card. And then for this one, we have basically Infinite Impermanence. This one also came in excellent condition. This came from, I believe, a place called Bottom Dollar Cards, but it actually is very near mint. Look at the back.
Is that a line down here?
There is a scratch on the back, yes, and it's a kind of a perfectly straight scratch. It's kind of hard to see through the camera lens there, but there's a tiny, there you go, you guys can see it there. Probably from putting it in and out of top loaders or sleeves maybe, but it's pretty near mint. Other than that, there's really no damage on the card at all, so I'd give that a 10 out of 10. Pretty much. So Infinite Permanence, I run 1 copy of that in the deck. And then finally, we have, an extra deck card here. Now I'm missing one extra deck card that hasn't come in the mail yet, but we decided to do this video anyway, just so I have time to edit. But we've got Blackluster Soldier, Soldier of Chaos. Now let me read this effect for you guys because it's real awesome. Rebecca is gonna hate this card. So basically link 3, so it requires 3 tributes, 3 monsters with different names. If this card was link summoned using a level 7 or higher monsters as material, your opponent cannot target it with card effects. Also, it cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. And then, so yeah, cannot be targeted, cannot be destroyed. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can activate one of these effects. This card gains 1500 attack, and that's permanently, guys. This card, the other effect is this card can make a second attack during the battle phase of your next turn, or you can banish one card on the field. So this is actually fairly easy to summon in a Dark Magician deck. You just need 3 monsters with different names. You could even use Predaplant. Well, you can't use Predaplant Verte as a link too, because those be different names. This one came near mint. I was not able to see any damage on this guy. This is from Battles of Legend, Hero's Revenge. That set has a bunch of epic cards in there. Unfortunately, I couldn't actually find where anybody had.
Really?
Let's not do that. Okay. So this card comes in Battles of Legend, Hero's Revenge, first edition. I wasn't able to find anywhere that actually had Battles of Legend, Hero's Revenge. I guess it's a slightly older set, but that set is literally packed with epic cards. So that is gonna go in my extra deck. And Rebecca is going to absolutely hate that when I duel against her with that. So here's all the epicness, guys, that's going in my Dark Magician deck. This is the other half of the cards. So I will do a deck profile video showing what exactly the deck makeup is. And then our video after this one, depending on the timing of things, is actually going to be a duel. I'm going to duel with this new deck against Rebecca's Blue Eyes deck. She's gonna absolutely hate it because I already changed my deck with the half cards I got. Slaughtered her. She did not like it. She mainly hates Dragoon, right?
I do. I don't like Dragoon.
Dragoon.
But you did not play him correctly.
I didn't. I misplayed
cheating.
Dragoon twice, but even though I misplayed him twice, the other times I didn't misplay him, she still hates him. He's just a powerful card and you can't get away from it. But
actually, I beat him in the one you didn't cheat on.
She did beat him through just raw attack, and then he's vulnerable to being banished without targeting is the other thing. So anyway, guys, I hope you liked the video. Basically, singles suck. I hate them because every time we buy singles, at least from TCG Player and all the various vendors on TCG Player, I've had really bad luck with especially the lower value cards with being marked with ballpoint pens, with scratches, and they're being sold as near mint, and they're not near mint. Now, controversially, a lot of the cards I've bought off Amazon, I've never experienced that kind of card damage buying off Amazon. So guys, in the comments below, let me know what you think and what have you experienced buying singles online as far as card quality goes. For me, I care about card quality. I want to hear what you guys have to say. If you like the content, guys, give us a like on the video. Consider subscribing for more epic Yu-Gi-Oh content down the road. And guys, we will see you next time.
Bye.